Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
Yeah, what up, everybody? Welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast.
Hey, Kevin!
Yeah. That's right, yeah. How you? Live studio audience of one.
I know. I can't even get Virginia to cheer with me.
Nah.
I'm just watching you like.
I'm trying to get this to catch on. I want people, when they hear Kevin do that, maybe we're out at a live event and he does that and the whole crowd starts to cheer.
Oh, they
okay,
will.
yeah.
They absolutely
yeah.
will when we're out. But I mean, it's just us.
A motherfucker can't paint a picture?
I hear you, man.
I realize
You're
a motherfucker
trying.
has a big imagination.
You know, you're putting forth the effort.
Thank you.
That's what I like to hear. That's nice. Let me see here what we got going on today. A little anniversary for South Floridians. It is eerie and scary. 25-year anniversary of Hurricane Andrew.
Ooh.
Yeah, which we're right in the thick of it. I always just, from my experience being here, it always seems the last 2 weeks of August to the first week of September, that 3-week period specifically, seems to be the time that I just, in my mind, I'm like going, okay, this is when I'm most scared about hurricanes.
Has it ever happened to where a hurricane hits an area, let's say in January or February, where it's not at all supposed to go down, but out of the blue, for some mysterious reason, stuff like that happens?
I don't have a specific example, so I can't say yes, but I do know, I think, what was it, last year or year before or something like that? I think we had a hurricane late, and I'm like, well, wait, it's past the deadline. This can't happen.
You told me.
This is defying the laws of God. Yeah, it's like...
Because I know we're not an earthquake state, but could Florida have an earthquake?
There are odd fault lines that run in weird parts of the world, and, you know, we're most familiar with America, but, you know, I'd heard that, like, I think there are some, like, massive fault lines, like, around Missouri or somewhere, like, you never even think of and associate with hurricanes, maybe Tennessee or something like that. Like, they have some, and there's a fault line that runs through there, and they've had some rumblings, and I remember one time, like, you heard an earthquake, like, going, Tennessee? You know,
that's what would freak me out. Weird weather stuff happening in places that it's not supposed to happen.
Yeah, that is the odd stuff. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely possible.
There have been hurricanes that have hit in January, in March, in May.
Wow.
In December.
It's crazy. So you just never know, but it's
very small numbers, but it has happened.
Good job on the research.
Thank you.
Look
well,
who's on it.
these are numbers that have been put together since 1851. So since 1851, there's been 2 in January, 1 in March, 4 in May, 6 in December. It's rare.
In olden times, because there was no news or any kind of messages of storms, it would just appear. That must have been horrifying. Although you're just, doing your farming.
You're like, it looks like it's going to rain. Like,
your world
holy
is over.
crap. Well, that's not just a rain. That's just a heavens opening.
Well, that's why you've got the Treasure Coast, because of hurricanes. And it seems like these ships, and they didn't get the memo. I guess there's just so much gold they were looting from the New World and taking back to Europe that they just couldn't stop that mid-Atlantic transit for 3 months out of the year. But that was it. You read about all these ships that were scattered all over the ocean and their contents, and they were hit by a hurricane. And you're like going, well, if you know that's the case, you would think that happened once. You'd be like, well, stop sending the gold back in August, dummies.
But they probably didn't know. I mean, did they know how to even understand weather back then?
They understood calendars, and they understood what a major storm was, and you would think they would say, okay. Because you even look at when some of those ships were tossed about and crashed and got caught in hurricanes, and it was in the months you would expect. And I mean,
Summer.
I know you can't stop all shipping, and that's just probably the way it works because they relied on products and things like that, and that wouldn't be realistic. But of that very valuable, I mean, Europe is not going to starve to death if they don't have gold.
But the thing is, if they did that during hurricane times and they would make it across, and if they kept making it and they had a success rate, they would risk that, thinking, all right, well, maybe we're not going to hit a storm this time. Because you could go sailing in hurricane season and not hit a hurricane.
And the only thing I could think is they were like, we're stealing this shit, so we got to get it out of here. And that might have been it. Because
Quick.
It's not like we got a bank. It's not like we got a cave that is guarded that we can stash all this gold. We got to get on a ship and get it out of here. That'd be the only thing I could think of.
I mean, if it was the 1500s and a tornado came around, you're probably thinking, what the shit is this? This has got to be thrown down from some type of god.
Yeah.
You probably didn't understand what it was.
Yeah, it'd kind of freak you out.
Oh my gosh! Without all the information?
Well, if you believe like the biblical story of Noah, it never rained. They never had any floods, and this dude's building a big old boat. Like, what is that for, dude?
It never rained?
Yeah, well, not to that level. They didn't see those kind of like torrential rains.
There's so much I need to learn.
And so this dude's like building a big ass boat on land, and you're going, "What? Come on, man, big dummy."
I have a question about I'll ask you later.
Oh no, yes, he had a
I'll ask you later about Revelation.
made one off
Revelation.
reference. Next thing you know, it turns into another Godcast.
God forbid that happens.
Yeah,
God forbid.
I think you should do the Godcast. I think that's great.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just saying right here, right now. Yeah, we might kicking around some ideas for it. So
Or the other one that people are really wanting, Kevin doing the podcast.
that ain't happening. That is not happening.
Where it's just you talking about your body.
Yes.
That's all it is.
That is not
All of his
happening.
guests just talk about his body.
And they come on to talk about your body.
Every 3 minutes, Kevin's got to flex for the camera.
Yeah, this ain't the same old Kev, man.
See, I would watch that.
Yeah.
I don't think I would.
I would definitely watch.
No, I wouldn't watch it. I wouldn't do it, so don't worry about it. You don't have to watch it. It ain't gonna happen.
I'd much rather watch the video of Jason jerking off. I'm sorry.
Okay, by the way, that's not a real video. You're gonna say that. No one's gonna know what you're talking about.
Well, during the regular show, it was discussed that possibly those solo videos are more exciting to watch than the people getting it on.
Well, no, they're just very popular. Solo videos are a popular thing.
And I requested a Jaybird solo video. I was shot down, and I'm kind of hurt.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, it'd be awesome. People would love that. Terrible.
I think that was a discussion right after we talked about you raping your couch.
It was not rape.
It
It was consensual?
The couch was into it.
It asked for it. Put on some lipstick. It smelled good. What else you gonna do? Johnny in the chat room said, I'm excited to see Gilbert Gottfried. They said that he'd be on at 10:45. We recorded that, and you know what? Gilbert showed up early, and he was sitting in our lobby at 10 a.m.
And we felt bad because
Yeah,
I
because
don't want to leave this legend in the lobby.
Yeah, I thought we were going to do the podcast early, and then we were going to have Gilbert in. He's supposed to be in here at 10:40. That's what he's scheduled for, and then he was early, so we went on ahead and recorded the Gilbert interview already.
Yeah, we only make Rob Schneider wait.
I'll try to get better with that. If it were today, I run things on a much tighter ship, much tighter schedule. Yeah, that kind of stuff wouldn't happen today.
Yeah, but in your defense, Rob Schneider did not wait that long.
No,
It's like, dude,
it was like literally 15 minutes. People still wait 15 minutes on this show.
it happens.
All the time.
it
fine.
seems like that
Look,
could
we-
happen.
They need to
Kev,
get over it.
We have to get 4 dirt of the days in. People got to wait. They got to make sure that we get that 4th one in.
Yeah, we'll have a little bit of the Gilbert on tomorrow at about 8:30. We'll have some of that on there, and we're going to be playing a Gilbert Gottfried game.
Very nice, by the way.
He's a real nice dude. He's and you know because I was doing a little bit of research, to talk to him, and it's kind of just looking at the list of everything that he's done. You're like, oh my gosh. I mean, not only just the voice work, but popping into movies like Beverly Hills Cop 2, and like TV shows that he's done and been on, Celebrity Apprentice. I mean, you definitely know him. And the thing that I love that he does now is John Oliver, a show I watch on HBO. Funny show. He's a guy from The Daily Show on Comedy Central.
Yes, I love him.
It's the same style. It's basically, if you like The Daily Show, it's the same thing except they drop F-bombs. And they don't bleep them out. And so they've got Gilbert Gottfried playing the voice of Jared Kushner, who you always see but never hear. So it's a funny bit that they did.
What do you think his net worth is?
Gilbert Gottfried, the voice stuff is, you can make a ton of money doing that. So I'm going to give Gilbert $12 million.
$6 million.
$6 million. Okay.
Oh my gosh, $6 million. Know the shit I would do with $6 million.
yes, you'd blow it.
I
You get that dumb chocolate milk river.
wouldn't blow it. I would buy some stupid shit, but I would not blow all my money. I would have an X amount for goofy shit, and then I'd keep other stuff. I would not blow it all. I promise. Or maybe I don't know.
Yeah, he lost that lucrative gig as the Geico Duck back in 2011, 6 years ago.
Don't.
And he made reference to it. I said something about Twitter. He's like, yeah, it can be an expensive hobby. And
Not a bad Gilbert. It's better than mine.
best I got.
That's good.
He sent out a tweet, because he loves those, like, just really,
biting.
Well, he's the guy that, did a 9/11 joke like 6 days after the crash. And so he loves that really inappropriate stuff. And he tweeted out a joke right after the tsunami plowed into Japan, and there's tons of deaths there. He tweets out a tsunami joke, and 75% of Geico's business is done in Japan. And so he lost the Geico duck gig. I'm sure he probably got paid a pretty good amount of money for
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. So we talked to him a little bit about that, and then just some drama on Stern and all that kind of stuff. So we'll get a little bit of that tomorrow about 8:30 on the regular show. You can hear it. So, but yeah, he was a really cool guy. He's a nice dude. And he had a bit. I was just kind of like watching some stuff. It was called Death or Ugu. I was checking out yesterday, and it was 2 minutes. It's very funny.
What is Ugu?
It's let me play just a little bit of it. I can't hear. It's funny, and you can.
Missionaries get caught in Africa. They get caught by a tribe of primitives. The chief goes.
2 missionaries, yeah. So it's
missionaries.
2 missionaries, yeah.
Okay.
They're over and they get caught by these primitives.
All right, you've been captured in our land. Now, I'll give you a choice. It's either death or Ugu. And the missionaries look at each other, and one missionary goes, well, I'll take Ugu. So the chief goes, Ugu it is. And every one of the primitives grabs the missionary, picks him up, and starts fucking him. They're fucking him all over the place. They're fucking him for 10 hours straight. Then they break, have something to eat, and start fucking him again for another 10 hours. Then they take a nap, come back, and they're fucking him for 15 hours. And they're fucking him and coming in his mouth and all over his face and his body. And they just shoot. They're just totally caked up with cum, and then they just drop him to the ground, caked with cum. After these primitives were fucking him, did I mention that the primitives were fucking him and shooting cum on him? Shooting cum!
You're just like,
and
what
you
the hell?
call these primitives people? I beg to differ. They fucked him for God knows maybe 2 days straight, in the ass, in the mouth, and came all over. This is not something that I care to understand or sympathize with. Well, after this is over, the chief turns to the other missionary, and he says, now you have your choice, either death or Ugu. And he goes, I choose death. And the chief goes, well, then death it is. But first, Ugu.
But first, Ugu.
That's very disheartening.
It's very, very disheartening. So, yes. That's Gilbert. He says that he rotates in the dirty joke. So you can check him out. Today, talking about comedy, I want to get your thoughts on this story. I saw this was one of the #1 trending stories earlier today. It was about Amy Schumer and about the Netflix specials that are going on. Recently, Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle both got $20 million for their Netflix comedy special. Amy Schumer found out how much they made, and she's like, wait a minute. Okay, these two guys made $20 million. I got paid 11.
Well, they've done more in their career. They're legends. They've been legends for X amount of years. You got in the game.
So she went to Netflix, and she said, I can make a big stink out of this.
She did?
I need more compensation. And she said, obviously, this is a sexist type thing. Guys are getting paid more than women. And they backed up the truck and said, we don't want any trouble. Here you go.
Really?
Yeah.
How about this? How about you said Dave Chappelle and who?
Chris Rock.
Okay, how about this? Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock are legends, and they're funny.
They're really better than Amy.
They're better, man.
Don't you pay?
Right.
They've done better things in their career.
I don't think she's on the same page as
No.
Dave Chappelle.
It's not a
and Chris
sexist
Rock.
thing.
No.
Yeah.
No.
It's very much about skilled comedic level, and she's just not at the same.
See what she's doing? She's making herself unlikable.
Well, and this is a story where it's like, if I heard this, and I'm sure, in the showbiz circles, this story is going to go around. Somebody at Netflix is going to tell somebody somewhere else. And I'm like going, look, I don't want to deal with Amy Schumer.
Nah.
Because, look, didn't her Netflix special tank? Wasn't that the story that she came out with a Netflix special and like nobody watched it? And it was like getting poor ratings. And so they changed the rating service for her. Remember that? Because it was doing so bad. She went and complained about the rating service. So Netflix changes the rating service. And then she's like, oh, and by the way, I find out what you're paying me compared to these two guys. So give me more money. And after that's all said and done, if I'm Netflix, I'm like, never work with Amy Schumer again.
her special wasn't that good. I
They
watched
gave her
it.
more money.
It wasn't even that good though.
Yeah.
I can't believe they caved.
And so I would be like, don't take a chance because her thing tanked. We had to pay her like crazy, and we had to change our rating service because of her. I'm like, for me, I'd be like, no.
She's got a lot of. I mean, she's coming off a movie that's tanked.
I
She's
know.
coming off a comedy special that is tanked.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. Be happy you're at the dance right now.
Yeah. And
And I would say that about a guy or a girl at her stage of her career.
Mm-hmm. And where's her death or ugu?
Ugh, Amy.
Yeah.
She certainly makes it bad, though. I mean, for legit chicks that are like leading movies and like your Jennifer Lawrence's, when she's like the star of a film alongside her co-stars and they all get, millions more than she does and they have the same amount of lines and the same amount of work to do on the film, that's a legit beef.
I would even argue
Yeah.
if you're an actor that's been in the game for 5 or 6 years compared to someone that's been in 20 years, that's a legend, that's been a smash hit that shows that they are a box office smash. I'm sorry, you're gonna get paid, guy or girl, a different level. You should.
It's got to be what you can draw in. I mean, that's really how it works. And
What's your value?
absolutely. And I think that there are some instances, yes, and we still have a ways to go, and it's not totally quality the way it should be. Wouldn't say it's a perfect system right now. Hopefully it's getting better. But I would like to think that hopefully more and more that you're going to get that. But I mean, if she went in and she got 20 million like Chris Rock or Dave Chappelle, to me, personally, in my own taste, not even close. In fact, I saw the 11 mil and I'm like, that's pretty generous.
That's
to me.
Oh my god.
To me and my favorite comedians, I'd be like going, I think, and considering the results of what she got.
Okay, it'd be
Pretty
one
generous.
thing if you're coming off a smash movie, if you're coming off a special that killed on Netflix. I
Yeah.
mean, she's going to war. I mean,
Well, the problem that she's having is she really is putting herself in a position where she needs to start producing. Like, she needs to start having some blockbuster comedies because she's becoming a pain in the ass and she's costing a lot of money and she's not delivering.
she's following suit of J-Law, who made a big deal about the pay gap and all of that stuff, and she's girls with her.
And you can if you can deliver. And they don't care. They're like, yeah, you know what? If you can back it up, fine. I mean, yeah, we'll pay. I don't care. Of course I'll pay.
I just think J-Law is more on par with her male counterparts that she was trying to get even with.
I see what you're saying.
She brings that star power.
She does.
Like your Bradley Coopers, like your big names that she was working alongside. Amy Schumer is not on the same level as Dave Chappelle and
No.
Chris Rock.
Fuck no.
No
it's
way.
just
Yeah.
not happening.
Yeah, so I saw that and I was like, I'd love to hear somebody candidly talking to us that's in the know that has heard those discussions happening at Netflix about what they think about Amy Schumer. Because I have a feeling I can't imagine
People
going,
will start talking.
Can't imagine like, it's just yeah, you know what? Go ahead, 9 mil, just write the check. It's cool.
She's become unlikable with a lot of people.
I agree, and people in the chat room are even saying I went to go see her, and I went to go see her, and it was pretty much all just her political stuff. I came to see comedy. Don't talk about politics, and that's very.
And you better make that shit real funny if you're going to get into it.
People don't want to hear that. They want comedy. They want to laugh.
She scolded a guy. She brought him up and said, "Why did you vote this way?" And she basically said, she belittled him, and then the crowd started to turn on her, and then she turned on the crowd.
What a mess.
It's a mess.
It is a mess. It is a mess. Well, David Hasselhoff, I threw that out there. He might be an American Idol judge. Not if Katy Perry has anything to say about it. What do you think about her comments on doing a Sirius XM interview when asked about the Hoff possibly joining? She's getting 25 mil. Seacrest making what, like 12 mil, something like that?
He needs to shut the fuck up, too, and take the check.
They are trying to get somebody like Lionel Richie, I think, wants 10 million. Katy Perry's making 25. Lionel Richie wants 10. They want to pay him 5.
Lionel?
Yeah.
It ain't 84.
Yeah, Lionel, you might want to take the 5.
So that's why they're talking about David Hasselhoff may be about all they can afford. And we're like going, okay, would that work? Hasselhoff on American Idol, not German Idol. And she said, look, I know there's people that are in play, and David's not necessarily been one of them. God bless. I think that it's got to be people that you respect in the music industry as far as people that you go, oh, yeah, they have something to contribute as far as constructive criticism.
She's not lying.
I get it. I just feel bad for Hoff if he has to hear that, and he really thinks he's in it.
Hoff's used to the pain. He's used to the pain.
He's going to start drinking and eating cheeseburgers on the floor.
On the floor, which doesn't sound like a bad idea.
No, I mean, that video is a walk in the park compared to some of the shit that's been filmed.
It's sad
on
when your
me.
daughter's filming it, but yeah, that's the only thing that's sad about that. Other than that, it sounds like a great Friday night.
If it wasn't the daughter, if it was one of his buddies filming that,
it's a great night.
that story goes a different way.
Right. You're like going, how cool, look at the Hoff. This is awesome. It's not sad and depressing.
Nah.
Drunk dad. And I'm like going, how many times could that have been me?
That shit would never have gone down in my family. We don't have rats like that. Even if you're the kid, oh, hell no.
You can't
don't
roll over.
No way.
You know better.
Yeah, I was talking earlier. My daughter had taken, what is the fruity cereal again?
You
Fruit
want
Loops.
Fruity
Pebbles.
Pebbles.
Fruity Pebbles. Yeah, thank you. Chrissy said, yeah, we've made the Rice Krispie treats with Fruity Pebbles. So much better than the Rice Krispies.
Huh.
She said, Cocoa Pebbles treats are just as good, but do not use Cocoa Krispies. Must use Cocoa Pebbles. We have also made some more treats. Use the same recipe, but use Golden Graham cereal instead. Mix in mini chocolate chips as well, or just sprinkle on top. Boy, that sounds fantastic.
Love Golden Grahams.
And somebody sent a photo. They took Trick cereal. It has the marshmallows in it, too. And just took the marshmallow. Because really what it is a Rice Krispies. It's a marshmallow goo. That's what's amazing.
Right.
You know? And
You need to just back up that can to your mouth and just gloop, gloop, gloop.
that's what you're trying to get to. And you got to deal with, the Rice Krispies in the middle.
It's almost like the Rice Krispies is really like the tofu where they add seasoning to make it good.
Yeah,
it's really a tofu
I don't
cereal.
know why he didn't rebel against the Rice Krispies generations ago and said, come on, we're taking the most flavorless cereal.
Well, they had a campaign. The whole, it talks to you. I remember being a kid.
We bought it. We got to get over it.
Snap, crackle, pop.
I'd listen to it. Oh my gosh, it's like the ocean in a shell. It's so cool.
Chrissy said, I also disagree with you, Kev, that Rice Krispies are the most boring cereal. They are the second most boring cereal behind Corn Flakes.
Yeah, you got to add
are
it.
pretty bad.
Or Kix. That whole mother-approved Kit. Kix can suck a snout. They are awful.
Kicks are yummy.
They are shitty.
My mom used to always get those. I love Kicks.
Kix is awful, Kevin.
Cheerios. Anybody really like Cheerios?
Honey Nut.
I love
Yeah, no, Honey
Cheerios.
Nut.
We give little Rocco Cheerios. He loves them.
I'm with you,
They,
man.
they don't taste good.
It's bullshit.
It is.
It's a
It
bullshit
really is.
cereal. Let's get to it.
It really is. I mean, I hate to be so controversial, but it is.
No, you're saying the right shit right now.
It is. Thank you.
I'm very proud of you right now.
Thank you. Yeah, no, so it's like, and I hate that. I'm like, well, obviously a lot of people got to be on this, but I'm like, why has it never clicked in my head? Be like, why are you messing with the Rice Krispies?
Let me guess. Virginia eats some fancy shit cereal that's, got some kind of fancy almond in it.
I can't eat cereal anymore.
Why?
My food sensitivity test came back and said that I'm highly allergic to oat bran and wheat bran and all that. All the stuff they use to make cereal.
Oh, wow. Gone,
Yeah.
huh?
I never really ate much of it anyway.
Do you have to be
so
that gluten-free then stuff? Is that what you got to do?
There's some gluten that I am allergic to.
Yeah?
Yeah, according to the test.
Wow. And so what does that mean? You get a little stuffy and things like that?
Well, it could mean that you're slowing down your metabolism and you're not burning through your calories like you should be. It could mean you're storing fat from these foods, which that's scary. It could also mean that you're upsetting your stomach, and if you have poopy cramps and you can't figure out why, that's why.
This just in. Someone's listening to the podcast. They said, to go back to the Amy Schumer thing, according to Amy Schumer, she did not go back and ask for more money. They're saying that's not a real thing.
Really?
That's the right thing to say if she did not, because
Yeah.
it doesn't make her more likable.
Well, if she thinks she's on the same level as Chappelle and Rock, she's more delusional than we thought. I hope she didn't.
That's a delusional statement.
Thank you.
She needs to get out there and correct that. That's a good call if she did not. Because, I don't think anybody's going to be going, I'm going to argue Amy Schumer is same level.
No way.
You should get more money, Amy.
Yeah.
You're complaining about $10 million, but you should get more.
Somebody in the chat room said I saw her before the political stuff, and she was dirty and funny. So Michelle said she was good. So I have not yet seen it, but
She's got her fans.
Yeah,
she does.
Not to take that away from her. She definitely has her fans.
And it's tough to say, I don't think someone's funny, because there's going to be someone right next to you go, I think they're funny. I mean, saying someone's funny or not funny is so hard.
it's subjective.
to...
And I
is.
do. There's some of her stuff that I've liked. It's not nearly close to the level of what I've liked from Chris Rock or Dave Chappelle. But
right.
Gina said, hey, does Jaybird know that the same guy who played Harry and the Hendersons was also the same guy who played the Predator in Predator 1 and 2? Now, this proves that his two passions, Bigfoot and aliens, are linked in an undeniable way.
Look at that. I did not know about the Predator stuff.
Okay. Well, there you go. Opening up the door.
Nice factoid, though. Very 80s.
One of our listeners, Jason, came in with this. He said, I am very worried about Jerby.
Oh, boy.
We all are.
Let's get into
I mean,
it.
loneliness is an illness.
I don't want him to die alone and forgotten.
Do we have a death key?
No, Denny's has 3.
Okay.
Denny's does have 3.
Okay.
I was hoping you would consider this show idea. It might just save the bird's life. Basically, it's like the show Love Connection. You, Virginia, and Denny's, you set them up on blind dates. The blind dates could be people you know who you think would be good matches for him, or they could be listeners, similar to Hook Up or Hang Up. You either record the dates or just have the participants on the show the following day discuss the dates. Afterwards, you have the listeners vote for who Jason should go out with on a second date. Super Pie can then choose to go out with the audience or pick his favorite. Do it for Gerbs. Do it for the people.
I love it.
Do it for science. Let's step it up in 2017.
What do you say, Jerby?
Oh, man, because all the other dating games have gone so great.
We haven't done Love Connection.
Fine, whatever you guys want to do. Let's Love Connection it up. I'm sure through a radio contest, I'm going to find love.
I do have a nice kitty of Hook Up or Hang Up chicks. We've kind of been a little weak on the dudes, but I've got a lot of really dateable looking girls.
Well, you know what? If you want, let's throw Bird in the mix. And a lot of people have suggested putting 3 into the mix. And maybe what we do is we would put 3 into the mix for this special exception. Other than that, the reason why I haven't done 3 is I'm like, it would take too long. It'd be too hard to follow. It's just not worth the extra time. But
You're really considering this?
considering, yes.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's kind of on the schedule now.
You know how these dating things go, man. You know that these turn out so shitty. They're never good.
Speak for your own opinion. You don't speak for me.
Well, because you've never done a dating game. I've done like 9 of them.
I think Jay Bird.
You still got that one girl?
I got a couple.
There's no girls to get.
I got a couple.
I know there's, remember the one that,
Stephanie.
yeah,
We don't need.
I do.
throw her in the mix.
I still talk to her via text. She invites me and Jerby to come out to stuff. We just haven't made our schedules sync up yet.
Who sent that email? Virginia?
No. A guy named Jason, who's one of our frequent emailers. He sends us a lot of good material.
There's no need to worry about any of this. Let's keep the hookup or hang up for the people. I'm not lonely.
But I mean, it's just a fun one-off to kind of like, it's a palate cleanser.
I should have never brought that fucking audio in. Never.
This is going to be cute. Love Connection. It's hot on TV right now.
We did it for the summer, and it's like, yeah, this would be a good way to kind of like launch into the fall. And, I'm at that point where it's like, because you're right, we need younger guys and stuff like that, and some of the connections lately.
Gotta spice it up.
Yeah,
I've got quite a few. I got
Yeah.
quite a few eligible ladies, and I'm having trouble finding male matches.
Well, it's gonna. We'll go out. Maybe we have a good time. Maybe we don't. But if you don't have a good time, this is what happens. They end up hating the show. They end up hating me. Oh, fuck you. You're in your show. You think you're so cool. I'm telling you, it's going to be a nightmare.
Wait, there's 3 girls. We lose a lot more than 3 girls every day.
Yeah, I mean, think of all the girls.
All right, good point.
We lost just today.
Just from this segment alone.
Another 3's nothing.
Damn it, he's cutting his loss. He really wants to do this.
I think it's a great idea.
I think we might have to.
Oh,
That'd be fun. It'd be a fun little ride. It's just all, yeah. And we tell people, honestly, hook up or hang up. It's really just fun. It's for entertainment purposes. That's why we're doing. We're just messing around. And
I know. Some
that's
people
it.
get really.
Yeah,
caught
people
up in
get
it.
really too serious about it, and it's not. And I'm not really honestly expecting to find your husband or wife. We're just having fun. We're like
It's an
trying to find a
entertaining
date,
segment.
and hopefully you guys do something crazy, and some
Something
people
works
have
out
done
great.
something crazy. You know,
But we always hope for love. At least I do.
I know at minimum somebody got a blow piece at minimum from hook up or hang up.
oh no, they
maybe
have.
you'll
No,
get
people,
one,
People
too.
gotten. I mean, people.
I think people have
If
full.
you
all
get
they
a blow
have.
piece, will you admit it on the radio?
Absolutely not.
Aw.
Okay.
Oh,
That's
listen to this.
The lies.
I know, right?
I mean, you
Yeah.
won't say what really happened on your date?
Hell no. I didn't give the green light to this thing. You guys are the ones making all these
I think
plans.
you gave a yellow light.
I didn't give anything. You hear what you want to hear.
Well, tomorrow should be interesting now. Yeah.
I will line them up. I'll get the best 3 we got.
Yep.
I'll bring the dream team.
Please do.
I don't want to do this.
Please do.
Yeah. I love you, Jay Bird. I want to see you happy. I don't want to see you die alone.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun.
You know, dying alone doesn't sound that bad, honestly. It sounds kind of peaceful. Not people fucking prying and telling me what I should do.
It's going to be a lot of fun. I
Oh,
look forward to
Kevin.
this.
You like fun?
Yeah, this will be fun. This will be a good time. Come on. We'll mess around a little bit. Just have a little bit of fun. Yeah.
Oh, you're ending with that? You mic drop me?
Yeah.
We're back tomorrow with Hook Up or Hang Up Jay Bird style.
No. We'll talk about this after the podcast. We got some shit to discuss.
All right, buds, chicken and seafood. Maybe that would be a perfect date for this
Oh,
weekend.
that's how you warm the girls up.
Oh, yeah.
Take
All right.
'em to Buzz.
The date's already creating itself.
Because when he walks in,
Yep.
he's already impressive. He's like got his own sauce
Oh,
there.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
All the workers know it. Like, oh,
yeah.
Jay Bird's here. Shh.
Oh,
Jay Bird's
yeah.
here. Mind your P's and Q's.
You walk right up. You know what? Bitch don't even have to pay.
No. Doesn't have to pay.
Yeah.
It's free
I'd be
chicken.
impressed. Someone took me in a restaurant. They're going, your money's no good here. I'm like, wow.
I never dated anybody that got me free chicken.
Are you
Gotcha.
guys done?
No. I'm going to pick it back
hard.
up tomorrow.
Yeah, wait till tomorrow.
$3.99, 3 pieces of chicken. $3.49 for 2 pieces of chicken.
That's if you're not connected.
Yeah, that's if you're not on a date with Jay Bird.
If you're just a regular person.
If you're on a date with him, it's unlimited free chicken.
Who put a nickel in Ralston today? I mean, I expect this shit from her. The two of you, like a two-headed dragon. I can't deal
The
with
best ideas just happen
Yeah, they do
naturally.
organically.
Organically.
Okay.
Try the corn fritters and try the bird sauce.
Hell
Thank you
yeah.
guys for listening.
All
Stop
right.
trying to change the subject.
Uh-huh.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.